can see.
Yeah.
And then just follow the sign to boat cruise. Boat cruise excursions this way.
Yeah?
Cruise boarding is this way.
Yeah, I think it's this way.
It's this way, right?
Yeah, I think
That's what it says. So let's go.
unless you can walk along the shore.
Anyway, it's a very bad day for cruise. You guys okay?
Yeah, see properly.
Dad, what if we went whitewater rafting today?
Oh, I'm glad we didn't do that today.
Oh, we would have gone super soaked.
So that's the lake house.
And it is super rainy today. Yeah.
Waffle Hut. I think we're early, right?
No, I gotta go around. There's people.
Oh,
She's calling. Let's go.
I hope you guys heard the scream.
Ready?
Yeah.
Can you hold it for a second? He's slipping off.
3:45 is ours?
No, ours is 4 o'clock.
Oh, then
We're going after.
you wanna go?
15 minutes before. No, no. I can't hold it.
No, we're early, right?
I'll take it off. We're not gonna go.
Mom, I think we're early. I say we should.
And now it's better for us to working at this time during mosquitoes, right? Now since it's raining, they're all sleeping.
You are good wet and they're unable to fly.
Okay, cool. Do you head back at 3:45, 15 minutes early? We'll be able to get you checked in. Thank you. Yes, you board here, but yeah, you're just a little bit early.
Guys, you can go sit over there. Go sit over there.
We are boarding the 3:45 cruise.
Oh, this is cool. Oh wow, so the rainwater just comes in and guys, a little sign here. It is getting better now, so all the people behind lining up. Alright, much clearer now. We are just waiting to board the Maligne Cruise.
All the other jobs. Why you know mine? Can you hold this?
We will be boarding TV John Albert with our Captain Flo. Hi there.
Hello.
Glasses are falling up. I guess they okay, good.
Go get some.
4, 5, 6. You guys are set. But just wait one moment. We have a little bit more assigned seating this year, so it just takes a little bit longer if you board people on. Oh my gosh, I love the dinosaur jacket. That is amazing. I wish I could have such fashionable thread. That's gotta wear black. So cool.
Yes.
That has been the weirdest day. Like, Most of that snow at the very top of that peak that kind of looks like a saddle is just from this morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it snowed this morning?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So it's just been a weird day. And you guys should be yeah, you guys are set. So they'll be on the John Albert today. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Hello. Hi there.
Liam, say hi. Are you happy?
Very good, thank you. Are you guys 6?
Yes.
You guys can follow me this way. Yeah, we do have a sign seating for you. So I'll just hold the boat for you guys. I'll get you to help on the back deck and I'll show you guys your seats.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. Oh, sorry. Should move my foot a little bit. All right, so you guys will actually be sitting in these last 3 seats over here. One of the back.
Perfect.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. So 2 in each, please. Or I guess if there's a small guy, it's fine. Both sides are okay. No, so not the both. Not both sides. All the other guys.
To the right, right?
So yeah, all the 3 seats on your right side, yeah. Oh, sorry. No, no worries. I should have came in to show you. Sorry about that.
Oh, let me wipe that thing.
That's
No, it's supposed to. Can you wipe that? ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಹೆಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ
I'm glad it's sunny now.
So I'm surprised you didn't just take this seat.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are we doing today? Doing good? Fantastic. Well, welcome to Maligne Lake in the beautiful Jasper National Park. Has anybody been here before? No? Fantastic. That makes my job very easy. That means that I can say whatever I want and nobody will know the difference. But you may not have been here before. But do you know where we're going? Also, no? Oh, I heard one person say Spirit Island. The rest of you just hopped on a boat with 2 completely random strangers hoping for the best?
Yep.
That's fantastic. I like your sense of adventure. But yes, that is correct. We are headed to the world famous Spirit Island. So it will be about a 35 to 40 minute trip on the way down. Once we arrive at the island, we will have 15 minutes where we will dock the boat. You're more than welcome to get off, take as many photos as humanly possible, and then we'll be coming back on the exact same boat, coming back in the exact same way. So in total, it'll be an hour and a half, and I only talk one way. So I put down the microphone on the way back if you did not realize that this was a guided tour. So it's something that we can all look forward to. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Awesome. Before we get too much further, I do want to remind everybody that masks are mandatory while you are inside the boat, just above your nose, please. And just while you are not drinking, if you are drinking something, then by all means, feel free to pull it down, take a quick swig, and then pull it back up again. But in terms of other safety features, you may have noticed that we have some rather large orange life jackets located underneath your seat. They're bright, they're orange, they are very, very fashionable. They go with any outfit, don't you worry. They're also very easy to put on. You just pop them over the head, tie at the neck as well as at the waist. And there are children's life jackets in the bow compartment behind me here, as well as life jackets for the crew. Your crew today is going to be consisting of me, Elliot. I am your tour guide. However, I am the least important person on the boat, because I am just here for your amusement. I am just here to be loud. That is it. I'm all the way down here. Then there's all of you guys right up near the middle. But the most important person is to my right, your left, the wonderful, the amazing, the ever so talented Captain Flo up at the front. Can we give her a round of applause? Fantastic. You want to keep up that good attitude with your captain, because not only is she in charge of all of our safety, but she's also in charge of the official head count. So she decides which view she likes enough to bring back from Spirit Island, so keep that in mind. But to continue on with the safety speech, we got the life jackets there. But we also don't want to be just jumping into that lake today, because it is very, very cold, glacially fed water. And for this reason, we have a boat on top of our boat, a life raft in that large white barrel that you may have noticed getting on. So if we did need to evacuate, I would hop on up there, kick off that life raft, it would self-inflate immediately, and we would go safely from boat to raft to shore without ever getting our feet wet. But you are in very good hands today, because in over 92 years of operation here at Maligne Lake, we've never needed to use this life-saving equipment aside from training purposes. That is also not to say that this equipment is over 92 years old, changed every single year, you don't have to worry about that. And finally, you may be noticing that we're going pretty slow. This will not be our cruising speed up to Spirit Island, because it would take an hour and a half just to get there, which this is the speed. But we're going slowly because we're not the only ones on this lake. We have some smaller boats around us here, so when we're passing by these smaller boats, we will be slowing down. However, we will not be slowing down for our sister ships. So, if you see another tour boat, it looks exactly like this one, but with obviously a less attractive crew on board, just like this boat that we're passing here, the Lisa L. We will be doing what's called a wake crossing. So, we will be going head-to-head at full speed. Both of us do need to slow down for these smaller boats, so it's not going to be a very exciting one. But then we'll just be passing by them. They'll be passing by our left, and we'll be crossing over their wake. So just right now, it's a fun little wake crossing. They will get more exciting later on. However, when we're going at full speed, we produce a meter-high or 3-foot wake. And we cross each other and just go over each other's wake at full speed. So, when I let you know that there's about to be a wake crossing, it is a very good idea to bring in any phones and cameras that may be outside the window, because there is a very large collection of Apple products and Canon products at the bottom of the lake. We don't want to add to that collection because the fish don't know how to use them, so it is just wasted potential. And then other than that, we won't be slowing down for our larger boats, we will be slowing down for those canoes and kayaks. And finally, you are more than welcome to use that back deck. However, we will just ask that you limit it to a maximum of 4 people at a time, and only 4 people that are from the same group. So, just to ensure social distancing and everything. There are no speakers back there, which is a huge plus if you don't want to hear my tour. But also, you won't be able to hear my warnings for those wake crossings. So do pay close attention to the left side of the boat if you are back there. Finally, that is a standing room only. Please no sitting down, otherwise I will have to give you a stern talking to. This is really bad boat fun. And finally, just close that door behind you because the engines are quite loud. But that wraps up my safety speech. Is everybody feeling safe? Awesome. I had like 5 minutes. But this is your crew. I can hold it up. Out the nearest window and just avoids me in general. Smart move, that's what I did all the way through high school. But I will just, draw your attention to the left side of the boat. There's this very sunlit, grassy patch in the mountain there. And that is evidence of a massive rock slide that dammed up Maligne Lake. That green grassy section used to sit on top of those two parallel slabs in the ridge line behind it. I draw your attention now to the right. We are passing by this burn scar where there's all these boulders that are now shown through this exposed tree area. These boulders are all over the place, including the big rock right over here. And we're currently moving over to the other side of our as you can notice, the massive glaciers were located to the south like last night, and around 10,000 years ago. They undercut that mountain and two other massive volcanoes that appear at the top of the lower volcano mountain. Now, with that mountain full of rock there, they also tumbling down, creating the second largest landslide in the world. Over 500 meters of rock on the surface in the wintertime. We got 1, 2, 3. All right, so the right side is the winner. This lake does fully freeze from tip to tip, shore to shore. Canada. Everything freezes in the wintertime. I freeze, low freezes, we all freeze. This lake is no different. But whereas lakes at lower elevations will freeze to be a few centimeters thick, this can freeze to be a full meter thick. To give you some context, that is strong enough to support the weight of a full freight train running across this ice. We could land a full passenger plane on this ice, it would not break. However, we are just passing by this very big green grassy section that's coming down to the water's edge on the side of Mount Samson. And that is called the Samson Slide, which sounds like a super lame dance move from the 80s or something like that. But that is actually something that you do not want to tango with, because that is an avalanche that occurs every single winter season. One season, our park warden, he stayed up here in the wintertime, and he recorded that that avalanche came down at speeds exceeding 150 to 200 kilometers per hour. With that, it also crushed through that meter-thick layer of ice. So these avalanches that we have around us, also on the side of Mount Unman as well, we're seeing more avalanche paths, are extremely dangerous, and just part of the reason why these early indigenous peoples would not live up here all year round. Not only do you have to deal with avalanches and ice and snow, you gotta deal with extreme cold. The park warden, he stayed for one season only, because during that winter, he recorded the lowest recorded temperature, being at negative 53 degrees Celsius before wind chill. After wind chill was included on that, it was negative 64. So, it's definitely not the best to be hanging out here. But the main reason that we do have Maligne Lake in Jasper National Park to begin with is due to the work of a woman named Mary Schaefer. She had come out here many, many times in the early 1900s with her husband Charles. However, unfortunately, in 1903, she lost both Charles and both of her parents within a 6-month period of one another. So she decided to come back out here, not to really go on any specific adventure, but just to find peace. And along the way, she met a man named Samson Beaver, who was a Stoney Nakoda chief who had been out here as a child. And he gave her a map to find what is now Maligne Lake. With that map, she then was able to find the lake successfully, and she took tons and tons of photos and kept a very extensive journal of her experiences throughout this area, and lobbied to bring Maligne Lake to be a part of the national park. Due to all of her extremely hard work, in 1911 she was given the honor of surveying every single one of the mountains that we have around us and getting the official measurements for the entire lake. This was unheard of for women at the time, because this was 7 years before women had been given the right to vote in Canada. So here was a woman, I was wearing pants, naming mountains. It was super awesome. So she's super duper cool. And all of these mountains are named after people that helped her. So I pointed out Mount Leah and Mount Samson. These two are named after Samson and Leah Beaver. And also Mount Unman is named after her guy, Sydney Unman, who helped her find those as well. So super cool. Also the Sydney couple, they not named anything after herself whatsoever. If you would like to find out more information, there is actually a that called Mary Schaefer. That includes the original not nearly as cool as glacier. So raise your hand if you want to see a glacier. Okay. on, there is a bluish grayish ice. Anyway, that is the Maligne Glacier, which doesn't really look all that impressive right now. But do keep in mind that we're about 10 kilometers away from it, so it looks much smaller than it actually is. And we're only seeing 5% of it right now. If you were to summit Mount Samson, like some of our much more adventurous guides have done, and if you were to take a look at that glacier from above, you would see what looks like a massive gnarled hand gripping the tops of the mountains back there. We are only seeing the very tip of the ring finger. So it is much bigger than it looks and it extends very far back there. The glaciers did carve out this entire valley, and they're also responsible for the color of the water. So if you take a look at it right now, you may notice that it's a little bit more bluish, greenish since we've been leaving Home Bay. We'll talk about it a little bit more in just a moment. Another glacier as well, once we pass by this first island. It's the first island of the trip. We'll be seeing the Charleston Glacier. This one looks a lot bigger, but it's actually the smallest glacier that we have of the lake. We're seeing all of its weight now. Also, this glacier provides a very good example of just how fast these glaciers are receding. If you take a look below that glacier, you're going to see a sizable waterfall coming over a very rocky place there. That is where the toe, or the end of the glacier, used to sit only 19 years ago. So, Dr. Mary Shaver came on out here, she took a photo of the same glacier, and it extended past that waterfall. When we first started these tours, this was actually the destination, where they would take the boat along the shoreline, walk on up to the bottom of the glacier, strip off some ice, and serve that ice in cocktails right home. So a couple of things to say. First off, we're super boring, we don't serve cocktails anymore. And secondly, out of the bottom of the glacier is 15 degrees per hour to get there. The first guide took them fast. So it is estimated that we are taking a range of about 10 to 15 years every single year. This is very, very good. We're going to be talking about our second island of the trip here, what we call it. And here we have that second island. The previously planned service, so you got to make your way all the way out here on your own. But that being said, you can put a lot more into a canoe than you can into a backpack, so you can bring a lot more luxuries with you. And if you aren't convinced, what if I told you that it is the cheapest accommodation that you'll ever find in Jasper National Park? It's only $11 a night. That is not bad. Now, what your hard-earned $11 gets you is a tent pad, so a flat place to pitch your tent. It gets you a bear bin to store all of your smelly stuff from our nosy neighbors. And third, it gets you an out. So we're all Canadians. I'm sure you all know what an outhouse is. It's the exact same thing, just take away the house. For some reason, Parks Canada has put them in the most scenic locations around the campsite, so we like to call them a loo with a view. can enjoy the beauty of nature while being au naturel, if that is what you're into. Now, coming up on our left is the third island we'll be seeing this trip. What have we called it? Spirit Island. Nope, that is Spirit Island. You just got pranked. So coming into view is the world famous Spirit Island. Ooh. Ah. Now I know what you're thinking. First off, that's not even an island. Right now it is a peninsula because the water level is a little bit lower than what it is normally. So we are seeing that little land bridge connecting it. Secondly, it has like 27.5 trees. So what is the big deal? Well, if you take a look, you might be able to see a spear located right at the middle there. It's like a white tripod right in the center. It's to the right of that Parks Canada sign. I'll talk a little bit about that on the way back, but the true beauty of the island comes into view the longer that you look at it. Just keep on looking. Because the longer that you're looking to the left, the more that you are missing the real reason we bring you out here, to your right. This is what Mary Schaefer called the Hall of the Gods. This is where the Queen Elizabeth mountain range wraps around on itself. And she said that if all the gods were to come down to Earth to discuss, like, I don't know, boys or something, that they each could have a throne to sit on to do so. And tucked all the way at the back there, that little blanket of snow, is the Coronet Glacier. That's where the last campsite is. It takes about 8 to 10 hours to paddle out there. So that's why we don't go any further than Spirit Island here. But yeah. Now we will be docking shortly, so I'll just ask that all of you remain inside and seated. Everybody's doing a great job, gold stars. This is due to the fact that I will be jumping off the back of a moving boat onto a dock that doesn't move. It's been raining all day, so that dock is probably pretty slippery as well. So, just for my safety, remain seated. This is just so that Flo can see me in case I fall and miss into the water, which is not ideal, but it does happen from time to time. Specifically, I mean, I did it last year, so we'll see. But as we are here on the island, I will just ask that you guys stay on this trail. It's behind all those fences and whatnot. It is a loop trail. It starts where it ends where it starts, meaning that if you guys manage to get lost, I will be very, very impressed. And just stay along there, just because we do have such a short growing season. What looks like a small bush can take upwards of 50 years to get to that point. So please just respect the local plants and everything like that. And finally, Captain Flo will let you know when it is safe to disembark. She'll be the first person off the boat. Also, you do not need to keep track of the time. We will do that for you. When your time is up, you're going to hear a loud horn. That means that it's time to come back to the John Albert with Elliot and Flo. But other than that, have a fantastic time, everybody, and I'll see you back here in 15.
Not now, after, Liam.
Yeah, we all need it.
Can you come? We'll take a picture. Like, you never. I want to do that first, right? Reggie, can you take a picture of us? Amelia, come stand here. I'll take a picture of you. Take your mask off if you want to. Maybe give it to Mommy. Okay, stand right there.
Look at the view.
Turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around, Baba. Amelia, go stand there, turn around. Like, come on. Don't have much all day today. Daddy, can you move?
Yeah. Oh, I think you want to take a picture of me too. Man, the weather is so crazy. So sometimes it rains, sometimes it doesn't. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my other camera, so I gotta live with this. Is it okay for one, guys? Thank you. Sorry. Oh. I think these are people from the other boat.
لا ما عادش بين العيد الطيات كلهم صدقين والله.
Wow, even though it's raining, it's so beautiful. That's the Spirit Island. My goodness. Like, it's a bit foggier, but so I'm just going around the loop here. They said we'll take you back. I don't have much battery and I do want to capture the other side of the lake when I go. Spiritual and private area, no access. So I guess, wait. So I guess this is meant for anyone who may want to venture here, which I wouldn't anyways. That's the loop. Hey buddy. And I'm just going up the stairs. See where this takes me. Okay. Sorry guys. Pretty. I remember they were saying to leave plants alone. Apparently some of these takes up to 50 years to bloom, so definitely don't want to mess. But look at the color of the water as I walk in the background. So cool. Oh, and here you have an awesome view of the beautiful Spirit Island. And the trail is down. That's where I started. Making my way around. It's super beautiful. Mom, do you guys want to do the loop? Huh? Do you want to? It's a small loop, so we're already like 7 minutes in. Mom? Mom, yeah. If you want to walk a little bit further down up there, you have the nice view of the island. Mount Paul, Monkhead Mountain, Mount Warren, the glacier, Mount Mary, and this just takes me back to where on the other side. Yeah, it's a small loop. Yeah. It takes about 4 minutes to do it, and there's one more on that side. The beauty of being with children is that you take turns. So that's the end of the tour. Hope you guys like it, and I will do the return as well. Oh, I missed the horn. She just blew it. Liam, let's go. Liam, let's go.
Where's Mom?
You heard the sound?
Mama's gonna stay here
Come.
overnight. You don't want her, eh? You need it? You need mommy? I don't think so.
That's it. We are about to leave.
She's there. Liam, come. The boat made the sound.